What's up, guys? Scoop here. So this show has a few audio issues. There's some hissing, some popping, and a little bit of humming. I think we narrowed down the issue, and I got rid of most of it in post, but obviously couldn't get rid of all of it. I don't think it ruins the whole show. I still think it's entertaining. We appreciate the support, and just remember, Mama was a hoe.
Are you high right now?
No, I wish I was.
You should be. I wish I was.
All right, we're good, guys.
We good, Don?
You?
Welcome to another episode of the Tasteless Sorry.
No, I was just gonna let you do it. I like hearing you mimic my voice.
We tried that one time.
Welcome to another episode of the Tasteless Gentlemen, ladies and gents.
I myself, Bradley.
I myself, Bradley, would like to welcome you along with Dominic
Hey.
and Alex
Yes, sir.
and Scoopaloop.
Heyo.
Hey guys.
Is that the intro?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's gonna be a zany show tonight.
Hey, let's do it.
Shit, catch me outside.
How about that? Mama was a hoe.
Never gonna stop now.
I'll stop. That was the last time.
No, it's not.
Until next show.
No, embrace it.
Till 5 minutes.
Yeah. So as you can tell, we've this is 2 shows in a week.
That's the first.
It's a first.
Yeah.
That's the first.
We're on a roll.
We're on a roll. We saw your comments. We
We're
heard
breaking
you.
boundaries.
And by the way, just to clarify, not 2 shows in 2 weeks in a row. It's talking about 2 shows in the same week.
within a
same
7-day period, yeah.
Yes.
And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep doing that. That was the goal for a long time, but there's 4 of us, and we're all busy, and it's hard to all get together at one. But now we're just going to do the show no matter what, put it in front of everything.
And also, if somebody's missing, it's not because they're like dead or
Well, I mean, they could be.
or
It's
kicked
possible.
out. If they die, we'll tell you. But basically, if they're unavailable, they've fallen into a vagina, we're gonna move on and do the show, and then they'll be back on for the next episode or whatever works.
I want there to be at least one show with just one of us sitting on a couch talking to the cameras.
just diddling.
It's like, hey guys, so I'm just gonna start talking about some personal
Yeah.
stuff tonight.
It's like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's running around the neighborhood with the camera.
if it does end up being one of us, we need to have the night vision.
Yes,
And
it needs to
that's
be all
yeah.
GoPro.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And then like just off in like the top corner of the room, so that way it's like a weird angle.
A POV on yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Just a camera mounted on the head of just watching porn.
Can we just acknowledge that Dom said POV, like porn?
Yeah.
Hey, whoa. That's not where I got it from.
Oh, my bad.
sure.
It is
Yeah.
where I got it from.
None of us were thinking that when you said POV. Not at all.
We all just imagine
Yeah.
somebody getting fucked. Like immediately, like,
Yeah.
POV. That's that good shit.
My favorite type of porn. That actually a real quick funny story. My brother and his friend Ryan, when they were like 13, and I only know this because my dad caught them and he showed me the video. But at 13, they had the fucking wits about them to stick a camera up in the corner of my brother's closet. And this chick came over
Yeah.
and she was hanging out with my brother's friend Ryan. And yeah, you see some like young underage titties on the video. Start making out. I mean, I wasn't watching it, but my dad was like, hey, I found this in your brother's room. We gotta talk.
Is your brother older or younger?
My brother's younger.
He's younger?
He was, yeah, like I said, he and his friend were 13 at the time.
I went on a trip to New York, Boston, and DC when I was in 8th grade. And it was with a bunch of people that I was friends with and went to school with, and it was chaperoned by some teachers and shit like that. And it was back when you had the disposable cameras,
Oh, of course.
so everybody had to get like a bunch of them for the whole entire trip.
Like 10 of them.
Yeah. and I at some point my camera got switched up with a group of girls that we were with, and then my parents went and got the film developed, and my dad came back and he was like, just to let you know, one of your cameras must have got switched up because Jamie and some of the other girls that went on the trip, there was a bunch of
Nudes.
naked photos of them.
What little girls? They were taking fucking.
Well, they weren't like completely naked, but it was
Yeah.
like
Like teenagers in their underwear or some shit?
Yeah, a little more than that. Yeah, it was,
Wait, so the girls were taking photos of each other?
yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Scissoring?
pretty much. No, it wasn't like that. But yeah. So yeah, he was like, so yeah, they're if they want them, they can get them.
I have them for
But
sale.
tell them, yeah. I never even bothered to tell her. I wasn't gonna be like, yeah, my parents ended up with some of your like slutty photos.
Yeah, that's slutty photo.
My dad saw you and your friends all naked.
Yeah.
Now you fucking. There's not even a second guess. You just get arrested now if
Yeah,
that's fucking
exactly.
anywhere near your possession.
I was actually shocked that they developed them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess since they weren't like completely naked, it's not technically. But yeah, I mean, I don't
Maybe
know.
it depends. I mean, I'm sure they look at it. Maybe it kind of
It
depends.
was pretty much like in like a thong and bra type shit. So
But they're young. Though.
I know, yeah, it's still
weird.
fucking shady. But yeah, it was weird as fuck. I was like, wait, what?
Like that movie, 1 Hour Photo. You guys
Oh,
seen
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Wait,
That
who was the star in that? Was it
was
Michael
Robert-
Keaton?
Robin Williams.
Robin
Williams,
Williams,
yeah.
Creepy
Yeah.
as fuck.
Do you know how many people have seen every fucking photo any of us have ever developed? Some fucking. There's always some creepy
Yeah.
dude who's seen you naked somewhere.
Yeah, and some right now
Probably
there's
a dude.
It's the hack-
beating off right now to each one of us naked.
Well,
a
it's-
naked photo of each one of
It's
us.
the hacking. It's the hacking of webcams.
Yeah.
So like if people like get super paranoid about this, but if you see the webcam light on your computer ever light up, that would mean that somebody was hacking it.
it doesn't even have to light up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, Russia, man, the Russia did it.
Shit. You're
You got a pee party.
The Pea Party, Russia did it.
Got me with some girls urinating.
So you were talking about traveling. I actually have a little traveling story. So a couple months ago, I went out to Arizona with a bunch of buddies, and we were on like a river, but it was my friend's birthday, so he had like all his family there.
Yeah.
And it's like his dad's boat. His dad like rented these like nice cabins like right on the river.
Wait, were
like,
you in Parker or like Bullhead City?
Parker? Yeah, it was Parker. Yeah. And yeah, so we're just out there. We're drinking. You know, it was like 4 or 5 days out there, just hanging out
all
like
you
on the
do.
boat. Yeah, it's all you do:
Yeah.
hang out, ride the boat, jet skis, drink. And I brought my girlfriend with me, so we go out to the sandbar. And so I don't know, like I'm not a river person, so I don't really know about this. But like the sandbar is like, so you have like the open river, but then there's like a random sandbar where you can like stand. And so you're like half your body's out of the water, the boats are right there, and then everyone can just hang out and drink.
Yeah, it's a notorious spot in that area.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, so you're just standing in the water, just drinking. Like you know, people are jumping off cliffs and shit.
I feel like you just got introduced to like white culture.
Oh, maybe, maybe.
It's like, is
I
this
was about
what
to
white
say-
folk do?
How did you get in that sandbar? I can't swim. So.
just jump right out, man. It's right there.
They were like, "No, trust me, Scoop. You're tall enough. Just stand
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here. Just don't go 5 feet that way or 7 feet that way. Just right here. Don't move."
So we're hanging out there drinking, and by this time it's like 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. I'm fucking hammered. There was a girl. It was my buddy's like friend's sister, some shit like that. But she showed up, and she's being like aggressive. So Shoni was there. We all know Shoni, and she's like aggressively hitting on Shoni, like
No surprise.
yeah, to the point where he says, "Can you stop?"
Oh wow.
It gets uncomfortable when you go out
Was
with
she
him.
like grabbing his junk?
She wasn't
That
grabbing his
obvious,
drunk,
or-
but she was saying shit like Shoni, oh, you think you're just so fucking hot, like you couldn't handle this, and he wasn't saying anything back. He's just like,
Oh, so
all right.
she wasn't getting the attention she
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah.
So yeah.
And then he's all, he just like in front of everybody, he's like, can you stop? Can you just leave me alone? Yeah, and it just like silence.
You really
everywhere.
can't embarrass a girl more than that.
Yeah. So anyway, fast forward like 5 hours. Actually, this is the next day. So fast forward the next day, that girl she's drunk in a inner tube, like passed out, and she floated down the river and she was stuck in bushes. Damn.
Nobody stopped it?
Nobody even knew. So I'm like, is anyone gonna go get her? And they're like, she'll be all right.
Did she have like a crazy sunburn afterwards or anything?
I didn't see a sunburn, but everyone was like, yeah, she'll be all right. So I'm like, I don't think she will. Like, I swam out there and brought her back, and she's like, leave me alone. I'm like, no, you're going to die, stupid.
She ended up in Mexico floating down the river.
You're going to fucking die.
Leave me alone. Oh, you're welcome for me saving your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the kind of drunk everyone's on, right? So,
Of course.
I'm swimming around. I'm standing on the sandbar with my girlfriend. We kind of like go off, like, further down where there's like there's no other boats, right? And, I'm fucking around, grabbing her and shit. So I just take my shorts off and like push her, like bathing suit to the side.
That's the best.
Yeah, and we start fucking, right? And like couple, like there's families there, like, but no one can really fucking tell.
Nah.
And
Everybody's drunk anyway, even the families.
Everyone's
And so
hammered,
you're in the water?
yeah, in the water,
In the water, okay.
in the water.
I was hoping you were on the sandbar.
We're actually in the boat.
He's got her bent over on the fucking shore. He's like, nobody saw.
We're actually in the boat.
While everyone's like hanging out drinking.
on the top part of the houseboat or
Yeah,
whatever.
if you follow me on Snapchat, no. But yeah, so I, like 15 seconds in, I suddenly realized like I just took my shorts off as if I were at home and just chuck them to the wind, right? and I don't know where they fucking are. And there's a current, like, you know, there's shit going on. So I'm freaking out now, and I'm like, oh shit, where are my shorts? Where are my shorts? You can't see really down there. I'm like, where are my shorts? And she's laughing. She thinks it's fucking hilarious.
Not even trying to help.
Yeah, and I'm thinking in my head, if I don't find these shorts, I have to get back on like a houseboat looking thing with no shorts on, with like 10 kids, like 30 adults.
That's when you just gotta do it proudly.
Dude, my dick hanging out.
That's not good.
Not good, right? So another like probably like a minute or like a minute and a half goes by. I can't find the shorts, and we're like looking back and forth, and finally I step on something that doesn't feel right, and those are my fucking shorts. She thought it was hilarious.
I wish you wouldn't have found them.
Yeah,
it would have been funny,
really
but
made for an even better story.
You probably would have went to jail.
What explanation? What explanation could you possibly give? Like, you can't. I lost my shorts. How the fuck did you lose your shorts?
I dove in the water, they came off. Fuck, I don't know.
a freshwater shark came and fucking bit them off of me.
What was that movie?
It was
Piranha?
a damn water snake.
Actually, that was shot in Lake Mead or Lake Havasu.
That was Lake Havasu, yeah.
Uh-huh.
By the way, it was actually a decently like stupid movie. You know, this
Kind of
movie.
like Sharknado.
No, it was better than Sharknado. Awful.
Haven't they made 4 of those now? 3?
I think so. Tara Reid is so bad they didn't even put her in the second one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, you got to put her in just as like nostalgia. She's
You need
so
a cameo.
No.
Yeah.
Tara Reid is basically at the point right now, if she ever wants to be in any kind of film, it's going to be porn.
That's why you got to be careful if you're a star like that. You can't become a joke. You got.
But she was always a joke.
Nah, but not like
She
what,
was
American
just,
Pie.
She was just hot. No, well, yeah, she was like a small part in the original American Pie,
She
and then
was
the
hot.
second one.
She was only hot for a short while, though, and then she went downhill quick.
Well, she getting like that Lindsay Lohan.
I was gonna say
like,
Lohan was hot
yeah.
for a little while, also. Yeah.
She was hot as fuck.
She got
for a while.
naked in Machete.
Yeah.
Machete.
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 Viva la
Machete.
raza.
Have you seen the movie Machete?
What is it?
Machete. I said
Oh,
Machete.
Machete. I was like, what is that?
How white folks say Spanish words.
I found out that there's a lot of I want to say like stunt cock or stunt ass or whatever it is. Like people when you think they're naked in a movie, it's really somebody else's tits or whatever.
I think
Stunt
it's
cock. How do you sign up for that?
I was in the new Bruce Willis movie.
Was that Denzel Washington naked? No, that was Dom Stunt Cock.
it's a legit profession.
Yeah.
I
And
guess.
the other thing I found out too is when they hack off a limb in a movie, it's somebody as a stunt double that has that limb already gone.
No, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn, learn something new every day.
That's fucking frightening.
I just assumed that it was like some like digital effect that they would do, or like they would have them like move the arm or the leg or some shit like that. But yeah, they actually get amputees.
There's a bunch of amputees that love the show now. They're like, I've always wanted to be an actor. Holy shit.
This is my calling.
This is my vocation. I've made it.
But if you think about it, like everything from like midgets to like amputees, like
Yeah.
all these people are what make up, stand-ins and stuff like that in movies.
Yeah, I
I
guess
mean, it makes
so.
sense. It's probably a hell of a lot more realistic hacking off like a pseudo limb that's.
How nervous would you be being the one that has to hack it off though?
Fuck yeah. What if you forget if it's below or above the knee?
Yeah, wait. So where am I hitting? And is it here or
Can
there?
we draw a line so I know exactly where I'm swinging this 50-pound axe?
How bad would you be? Or if you're the guy who shot Bruce Lee's son? It was like it was like it fucked a bullet.
It was
Jason
the
Lee.
Crow or
Brandon
whatever.
Lee in The
Brandon
Crow,
Lee,
yeah. How did that happen, dude? Because I liked that movie, and I remember when it happened.
Was it? So it was a bullet instead of a blank, right?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a scene where he just gets lit up and like by 10 different dudes, and I guess one of the rounds was a legit round.
I
and it hit
guarantee.
him.
I guarantee it was a crazy ex-girlfriend put a bullet in there.
I don't. There's got to be more to the story too.
I think
'cause
there's a lot of stories.
I've shot blanks before, and they're crimped. They look so different. It doesn't look like a bullet at all. It's crimped at the end. Like it doesn't look. And it must have been like a fragment or something, because like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, yeah, of course not.
Illuminati. They got him.
Do
I'm
blanks,
telling you, it was a crazy ex-girlfriend. Fucking came in there, replaced the blank with a bullet.
do blanks sound like an actual when you fire
It's
a round?
louder.
Is it?
Yes.
Not to mention, how close range was it? I mean, what are the odds that you actually hit somebody out of all the?
There was a stunt man who didn't know anything about ballistics or bullets or some shit, and he thought it would be funny to take a blank and just put it to his head and pull the trigger, and it killed him.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
How?
Like, it was right up on his temple. I mean, it went like into his head, but like there's still
shoots
shit.
out- yeah, it
it's still
shoots
shit
out.
coming out.
It's an
like-
explosion, basically.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, funny.
So
Boom.
there's still a shell casing, gunpowder, and then but what's the actual in place
It's
of the bullet?
nothing. Yeah,
Nothing,
it's
it's
crimped.
just crimped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so is anything actually leaving the barrel?
It's like force. There's an explosion essentially. 'cause it
So
has to
the
make
force
sound.
literally like blew his head up.
Yeah.
What was the
Rest in
what was the
peace,
movie?
man.
The movie In Bruges with Colin Farrell. He's like this hitman and goes to Bruges they're gonna whack him, but he has like 2 days before they're gonna whack him. So he's like out drinking with his chick, and she had set him up to get mugged. And he did it with a fucking gun with blanks. And he like takes the gun and he shoots the blank off in the guy's face and he ends up going blind. He's like, what the fuck you got blanks for?
So you had a traveling incident too, Dom?
I mean, not so much of an incident. It was just
An experience?
an experience, inconvenience. That it was just yeah. I mean, I told this girl I'm talking to, I told her that I was going to Italy way back in like November.
Yeah.
And then I brought it up like a week and a half before.
It was like
getting
you
ready.
mention it in November,
Yeah.
and then you bring it. Okay.
Yeah, like we were having dinner, and
First mistake.
dude, she was just like, "Oh wow, you're going to Italy?" I was
Well,
like,
I was
"Yeah."
gonna say the mentioning it or having dinner.
Both.
Waste of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already fucked up twice.
Yeah, I did.
I wouldn't tell her until I was on the Wi-Fi on the plane. Hold up. I'm on the plane on the way to Italy. I got bad connection.
All right, so you spill the beans over dinner.
Yeah, spilled the beans over dinner a week and a half before I was getting ready to go. And she was just like, "Wow, Italy sounds like a lot of fun. I want to go." And I was just like,
What did you? I'm curious. What did you say exactly?
I just said, this isn't a trip for
I
us.
love your smile right now.
This is a trip for me. And I just would hate to disappoint you in any expectations that you might have. And she was like, "Oh, no, I'm cool.
That's
like,
pretty fair.
I thought so.
That's a legitimate. That's better than I expected, Dom. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I
really
worded
am.
it quite well. The
did.
answer was no, but
Yeah.
But hey, nonetheless, you worded it well.
Yeah.
Whatever answer you
I
got.
would have put the kibosh on it and been like, I'm going for work.
But
I want to come too
yeah,
and watch you work.
because the work is not like.
But see,
you're
Dom's-
not going to office
Watch me
building.
do me.
Dom's nicer than I think we've established. He's nicer than we are. Me, I would just be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're paying for dinner. I'm leaving.
Thanks for the seersucker.
Oh,
bitch.
by the way, I'm getting dessert as well before I leave.
And when we walk out 5 feet behind me, don't even think
Yeah,
about it.
don't even address me. Don't even look in my direction.
Call me sir in public.
Fucking self-inviting slut.
Bradley says he's going to the bathroom and then just leaves.
Yeah, I just ditch out. The fucking Irish goodbye.
So yeah, she ended up going. I ended up accommodating her as much as I could,
Right.
which I still kind of failed.
So you went to Italy to DJ,
Yeah.
and hang out with some buddies,
Yeah.
some people you know for a long time,
Yeah.
and just kind of maybe make some connections, maybe get back out there, you know, yeah.
I was me and a friend of mine, DJ Reddy. We're gonna come out with a couple videos,
Yeah.
work on a few beats, just chill out, just vibe out.
Wait, ready? Felchin ready?
No, not Felchin Reddy.
Just felch.
But yeah, and we got in a little argument.
Yeah.
because she felt like I wasn't spending time.
Well, while you're in Italy.
Yeah.
How far into the trip were you when she started
This is
complaining?
like 3 days in.
And you were there for how long?
5.
5.
Hold on. Okay. So you tell her you're gonna go.
Yep.
She decides, she's like, I want to go too. And then when did she buy the ticket?
Yeah.
Like
Valid.
the next day,
So this is how far out from when you're leaving?
like a week and a half. And those tickets, a week and a half,
Not
like,
cheap.
Not fucking
Nah.
cheap.
How much was it?
It was like a cool $12.50 for her.
She spent $12.50 just to make sure you don't cheat.
I mean, that's not entirely completely out of the question.
It had nothing to do with going to Italy because it's not like you were going to go wine tasting in Tuscany.
Yeah.
It's not like you were going to go to like cooking classes and
I mean, that's valid. Because she knew you were working, right?
Yeah, she knew I was
Yeah.
DJing. She knew I was going there
Yeah,
to DJ.
that's a good point.
and where in Italy was it?
This was in Naples, and
In
then we spent
Naples?
the day in Rome.
And Naples isn't exactly the safest place in the world.
No, Naples is like the Bronx. Like,
It's like
Mafia
Chicago.
land.
Yeah, they literally like tag fucking like 1,000-year-old statues
Yeah,
there.
they don't give a
They don't
fuck.
yeah, dude, they don't give a fuck over there. That's like mob central.
Hey, and honestly, when we went to one of the sightseeing places, it was like where like this king and queen used to live, and one of the buildings was tagged up.
So sad.
Yeah.
This is so sacred. It just
I
got
know.
penises
They don't
and
give a
fucking fuck the
fuck.
police.
I want to say they started putting out like replicas of statues just because they were fucking up the actual originals.
they give no
But
fuck.
yeah, this shit is like from antiquity, and they're like, "Oh, cool! I'm just gonna put my
Yeah.
fucking tag on it."
Literally been around for thousands, if not longer, years.
But all in all, I'm glad she went because I don't give a fuck about sightseeing. Like I give two shits less, and she's all about it. So we actually did a lot of sightseeing. I kind of appreciate it.
That you wouldn't have done.
Yeah. I appreciate it. So it was cool, you know.
Otherwise, you'd just be nursing hangovers every morning.
Basically, just getting fucked up and just
But
making
that's just
music.
like, why do girls do? I don't. It's not her only, but like, why do girls? I don't understand. Just let that person go do what they want because they're gonna resent you. Not her specifically, but just in general.
Well, especially when it comes to like networking events, if you're not there to network like everybody else, you just become a wet blanket.
Yeah. Or if it's like you're out here, oh, anyway, like trying to get down to business, like, oh yeah, anyway, this is my girl. Like, I don't want to talk to your fucking girl. I'm here to fucking talk to you.
It's like the Bachelor syndrome, and I swear to you, I only know this because my chick was watching it last night, and I'm literally like staring at her the whole time on the couch, like, "Are you fucking kidding me with this horseshit show?"
With the show on like ABC.
Yeah, whatever the new.
Whatever, yeah.
Anyway, there's always those chicks that are like, "I need to talk to you." You know, I've seen a lot of the other girls, and they're not good people.
Oh, so
It's
snaky.
that girl that always gets 86th like the next day.
Yeah. Snakes.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
Snakes in the grass.
I'm trying to get stabbed up.
I wouldn't recommend watching this show, but
I'm never gonna watch
There's
that.
bars downtown that have dedicated bachelor nights.
I
for
believe
girls.
one girl was from San Diego. She got eliminated the first week, I guess.
I actually know a girl who was on Real Chance at Love.
What was that?
That was the two guys that were on what was it, the Tila Tequila one or whatever.
That bitch is crazy.
I think it was
forgot
that one.
all about her.
Or who was the one that was after Flavor of Love, the chick? It wasn't Tila Tequila. It was
Wasn't it I Love?
New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was that one actually. So it was the two like twin brothers or whatever that were rappers that were on that.
Oh, was it a Chance?
Chance and and the other guy was Real, right? Yeah. And so she was on that, and she got kicked out the first episode or second episode, whatever it was, because they said her breath smelled like shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Wasn't the Peach Panther, so the rapper, what's his fucking name?
Riff Raff?
Riff Raff,
No, that was
wasn't
G's the Gents.
Oh, but still same
Yeah,
shit.
same kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What was funny is this girl claimed that that they kicked her off because they found weed on her.
Well, why would you kick her off?
I
Invite
know.
her in.
Yeah, well, no, not like they found weed on her, like the guys that like apparently the producers found her smoking weed or some shit like
What's
that.
wrong with weed?
It's legal.
Well, I mean, this was years ago, but it was such a bullshit answer. I was like, it's Hollywood.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
You could do fucking lines of blow.
The producers were doing blow when they
Yeah.
caught her.
They were doing fucking acid when they thought of the idea for the show. Like, how could you possibly think that's entertaining bullshit? I mean, fuck.
Fucking snitches.
You can't trust a bitch like that.
No.
I mean, you can't trust them anyway, but
No.
$2,000 to make sure your dude ain't cheating, though. That's a lot of money.
yeah. And then there's everything else that goes on top of it. It's
Well, that's
not-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I figured $1,200 for the flight, add in another maybe $1,000 for the fucking everything. During
Well,
the week.
also,
And then-
I feel like, I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like plus you got to do like hotels.
Bruh.
And you got to do all that now
Bruh.
because
Trinkets.
I went from
Yeah.
sleeping on my friend's couch to fucking $90 fucking rooms.
But that's what
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. How much of the extracurricular activities that you wouldn't have been doing if it was just you did you pay for because of her? All of it? Oh,
Damn,
Oh, so she only paid
No.
$1,200.
She paid for dinner a couple times.
Yeah.
No, so not only did she take pussy off of your plate, but she also
Takes
cost
money
you
out of
more
your
money.
wallet.
Takes money out of your
Holy
wallet.
shit.
Waste his time 2017.
She took it all. She took it all. This is
Your soul too.
It's all good though, man. Shouts out to her. It was still a fun trip. You know, like I said, we did a lot more than I would have done by myself. So it was cool.
This is one thing though I've been wanting to say just in general, but this topic brings it up. Is girls, you cannot do this kind of stuff. Like you can't tell your man he can't go do shit. You can't tell him like, oh, I just want to stay in tonight. Like, no, let him go do him because that person's gonna resent you no matter what.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying you resent her, but I'm saying in general, like that's what happens. Like, fuck, I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Don't fucking hold me back.
Especially the invite of themselves. It's like,
that's
"Yeah,
just it.
invite you."
I don't care who you are. Even if your best friend is like, yeah, I'm going to fucking strip club tonight. If he doesn't invite you, don't be like, I'm not doing anything.
It's like the
You don't invite, you just don't invite yourself anywhere, period.
It's like the best thing when you're in a relationship and your girl's like, I'm gonna go out with the girls. You're like, oh, thank God. It's legitimately like the best feeling in the world. And sometimes you don't even want to go out with your friends. You're just like, dude, I'm gonna stay at home and just fucking not deal with all her shit.
just fucking jack off till I pass out.
I mean, that sounds heavenly. Often.
Get to, what was it, page like 500 on
89.
Pornhub?
Yeah.
Marathon.
To the point where you know the fucking person submitting the videos personally.
Like, oh, Jenny, she's just such a nice girl.
You see all her fuck boyfriends on the fucking each video.
All of them, everyone.
All our exes.
What I was gonna say though is for all the dudes who will resent those girls, there are we've talked about it. There are tons of dudes out there that just will fucking allow it. Just take it.
Just take it, yeah. All day.
Just bend over, grab the ankles.
I've been one of those dudes.
That bad though?
Maybe not that bad, but like
can't
back in the day, like I've definitely been one of those that like take shit.
Oh, when we're younger.
Yeah,
Fuck,
you
I
just
look
take
back
shit.
5 years ago and I'm like, damn, I would have kicked my own ass.
Yeah, just take shit.
I look back and I took a girl out to would take girls out to dinner on a first date and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like just shit like that you learn. I mean, like when you look back at how you treated women when you were in like high school and like your early years outside of high school when you were like 19, 20, 21, and so on, like you're like, I was like taking girls out to nice restaurants and trying to
I thought the introduction to like talking to a girl at a club was to buy him a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
No. It's not that it's not, but you got to have other skills to go with it.
You can't just be the guy that's like, hey, bartender, go ahead and send one over there to the blonde. You can't be that guy, dude.
It bides you time.
Yeah, it does give you time.
Because then when you know what you get out of that, a girl that looks over and is like, oh, cheers.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Jenny, who is that fucking freak?
Well, I think even now, so especially with like younger girls, like we've all dated younger girls now, but like they think it's creepy when you do anything that's over the top, like buying, like, you know, if you send a drink over, if you send a bottle of rosé down the way, she's like, that fucking creep, like all
But
that.
she'll still drink and get hammered with her friends.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, but
You can't do anything with a younger chick now and have them not think that you're creepy.
anything.
Well,
Like, oh my
especially
gosh, he called me. He didn't text. He called. What a creep.
that's a good
Especially
one.
because for starters, you're like 30 plus.
Well, yeah, it probably is creepy as fuck.
It's true when you're calling 18-year-olds.
I've hit a few like 18, 19-year-olds with the super like on Tinder.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking to myself, they're looking at us like, what the fuck is this creep in this?
Fucking yeah, man.
Because their search results are probably like 18 to like 22.
Did I ever tell you guys a time that I got a 16-year-old number on accident?
Oh, and yeah.
Did I ever tell?
I don't
this?
recall.
So I was downtown. I was shooting some event. I forget what it was.
Well, so this
but-
is fairly recently.
yeah, it was like 3
5
years
years?
ago. 3
Yeah,
years.
Within
3 years.
5 years.
So I think I was out with Shoney and like shooting one of their the all gold events, and there was like this huge. So I'm walking outside. You know, I left a little bit early. You know, like you don't need to stay till 2 really. I left at like 1 or something like that. And there's this huge fight. Like I'm walking down this road downtown, and there's this huge fight in the street. So I stop and, you know, of course, I just want to watch.
Yeah.
Yo, World Star, pull
Yo,
up the
World
camera
Star.
phone.
You know, just take a little peek
You know,
and
standard Friday
Yeah,
night.
God forbid you try to break it up.
and act like I'm better than that. Like, these fucking idiots fighting.
Fucking animals.
All this pussy in the fucking area. These guys are fighting.
These guys are fighting.
And then all these idiots are sitting here watching it.
Swine. But so I start talking to this girl, and she's working in the front of a restaurant. So
like one of the hostess stands on Fifth Avenue, for
and
example.
for people who don't live here, like they're standing out there, like, you know, trying to get you to come in, and they'll like say them, hey, we got specials on, you know,
10% off drinks tonight.
you're like,
It's
It's like being in a TJ swap meet.
yeah, kind of, yeah. So I'm talking to this girl for a little bit, and we're laughing, like dude gets knocked out. So funny, swine.
He's laying there dead on the ground.
Look at these animals. How immature.
He's got brain dead. Meanwhile, I was in a fight like 2 days ago. But
This guy's getting curb stomped in front of you.
I'm like, swine.
Hey, watch the blood, buddy. Some new kicks.
These J's.
You got a chip of his tooth fly up and hit you in the face.
So you know, we're talking for a minute, we're laughing, whatever, and then
What was the comment though? Did you comment on the fight?
yeah. We were talking about the fight for like a
Okay,
minute, and then
all right.
I was like, oh, she's like, all right, get off in a few minutes. I was like, oh, let's go grab a drink then. You know, like I'm not doing shit. Let's go grab a drink. She was like, oh no, I gotta go. Like I got stuff to do. I was like, all right, no big deal. Let me get your number. She was like, all right, no problem. So she gives me your number. I don't think anything of it. A couple days go by, and then we're texting, not frequently, but like, you know, a couple times a day. You know, say something. It's going fine, and I was thinking about it, like, I don't even know how old this girl is. Like, I don't.
How old does she look though?
Probably like 22, 23. Yeah, like.
And plus, you're downtown. You just assume.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's a fine as fuck 16-year-old.
Yeah, and so I asked her, I'm like, wait, how old are you? She was like, oh, I'm about to be 17. I'm I'm like, what do you?
She's trying to get you arrested.
What do you mean about to be, bitch?
That still ain't legal.
There's no about to be.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
You're about to be
respond.
deleted.
I didn't even respond.
That's where you
Yeah.
burn your phone.
Yeah, throw it in the fucking Mission Bay.
I didn't delete her number though. Maybe. I mean, it's been a couple years.
Well, she looked good then. She probably looked
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
fine.
That's when you gotta be like, tell me when your birthday is and the year you were born.
Yeah, I just
All right,
send me
I will,
a picture.
I will text you. I put a reminder in my fucking in my calendar to text you.
My Google Calendar. Just send me a picture of your driver's license.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, how old would you go if you had a sugar mama? If you had the opportunity to enjoy a sugar mama, what's your cap?
Well, really quickly, what's the oldest you guys have fucked?
I don't know, dude.
Like 52,
49.
I think. But I was like 23 or 4.
Yeah, mine's like kind of the same. I can't remember if it was either 55 or like 52, something like that. That was probably like 23, 24,
Yeah.
around that age.
Mine was 49 and it was on Tinder, and she's a fucking like, dude, she's a bodybuilder now. Like, she's 50 years
After
old.
she
and
fucked you, she's a bodybuilder?
Yeah. She's 50 years old and like not an ounce of fat on her.
Holy shit.
Okay, Dom? The
Shit,
oldest?
I think like late 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 39.
You have some respect. I appreciate that.
Wait, so who's the oldest? You have the title for the oldest? 55?
It's 52 to 55. It was in that range. I can't remember. I know her son was like the same age as me.
Yo, your mom got that good. Your mama was a hoe.
I just remember because I was at fucking what the fuck was the bar? Fleetwood downtown.
No, yeah.
Oh, those were the good old days.
Back when Fleetwood was the shit.
It was. It was one of my
And-
favorite bars.
Yeah, and we used to go there every fucking weekend, and I just remember it was one of those moments where like I didn't say anything really. She was just at the bar next to me, and then we like turned towards each other, like exchanged a few words, and next thing I know, my hand is like in her jeans,
Yeah.
grabbing ass as I'm making out with her at the bar,
Yeah.
What'd that hand smell like?
like sweet, sweet nectar.
No.
Ass and sweat.
So is that
Yeah.
the oldest you would go? I mean, like what's
Well,
your-
now we're talking money, so obviously I
Yeah.
go
Money
over
changes
that.
all of it,
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
And let's just say, let's preface it. Let's say she's like really taking care, like paying all
Yeah, no,
your
no.
bills.
I was gonna say she's paying your bills,
And
paying
she-
your mortgage, your rent, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's
maybe
spr-
even gets you a car.
And she's spry.
And she's smart.
She can't be like senile. No.
Like Anna Nicole and her husband.
That actually makes it better. I like that. I like a senile girl. I would say like mid early 60s.
Yeah, I've seen some 60-year-olds that do not look 60.
There's a woman at 24 Hour Fitness that she's about that age and she's hot as
Yeah?
fuck. Yeah.
60,
Nowadays, you can maintain it.
Yeah.
She's like
Nobody knew about health and fitness
Yeah.
back then.
she's on the fucking the Stairmaster. Like no joke, like I'll go in there, work out for like an hour and a half. Like she's on the Stairmaster before I get in, after I fucking leave.
Gotta maintain that ass.
And she probably eats like 2 walnuts a day. You know what I mean?
She got fake tits?
I think so. So.
Probably.
Yeah. They're not big though. They're not big. In her ass though. Her ass is
So
ridiculous.
I used to work at a.
Wait. Answer the question. Hold on. We'll
I
get to
said
that.
like 65.
65
Yeah.
in Spry.
And spry.
All
Yeah.
right, Dom, where you at?
I say like 61.
70 and senile because I don't have to do anything.
You steal money from her.
Yeah.
Like your
Go in
mom's
her
purse
purse,
when you were
financial-
16?
Hey, her kids don't want to take care of her. I might as well,
Oh man,
spend the time.
You're over there, and her son's like 45, and you walk in, and he's like,
Because
"What are
he's
you
living at
doing?"
home, yeah. What are you doing with your life,
Just
Jason?
just changing her diaper.
Oh man, and then you go down. All right, anyway.
But yes,
Ugh.
I used to work at a hotel in Rancho Santa Fe, which for those of you who don't know, Rancho Santa Fe is probably one of like the richest, wealthiest communities in the entire nation.
Snobby as fuck.
It's legitimately the only place I've ever been to where every car that pulls up is like 70,000 plus.
Yeah.
Most of them are like Lambos, Ferraris, Bentleys, that kind of shit. It's like where Phil Mickelson lives. And it was the first time I'd ever seen what it looks like when a gold digger and her husband reach old age. And I remember this because this lady would pull up in in the super expensive Lambo, and she would have to get her husband out. And he was like, "Has anybody ever seen Best in Show?"
Yeah.
Okay, so
that movie's funny as fuck.
So you know the husband that is like in the wheelchair,
yeah.
and the 2 lesbians are the ones that have the dog, but she's married to him,
Yeah.
and he just sits there and he doesn't say anything. Just sits there quietly. That's what it was like. So like she would pull up to the valet stand, and they would have to like get assistance to pull the husband out. and then he would be in this wheelchair, and he just never like moved, talked, never did anything. And then she was probably like 55, 60, 65 maybe, and he was a good like 20 years older than her. And then she was all like the plastic surgery and everything, so the face was all fucking stretched taut back.
Yeah.
And like the fake tits looked fucking weird, and like her whole body was all unproportional. That's what it looks like when the gold digger and the husband when they get old. It's
yeah, but
fucking
in his defense,
disgusting.
what the fuck else would he be doing if he didn't have her around? He's
Yeah.
burying his face in some fucking silicone every night.
I was gonna
But
say
they're not
that's how I'm
loving
trying to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I don't blame anybody at all for doing what they want to do. But like, it's just the weirdest
I know.
looking thing because you never see it. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
see
don't.
it when they're still like
See it in
kind
movies and
yeah,
shit, yeah.
when they're like 50, like
Yeah.
60, and they're still living their
Well,
life. They can
when
still
dude's 50 and she's 30, like he doesn't even really.
No,
doesn't
yeah.
even, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
you got Viagra, you can still fucking
Yeah,
do whatever
yeah.
you want.
Yeah, or you cannot fuck. Bitch, I got money.
Yeah, you see this Lambo hoe? You driving me around, bitch. Don't forget.
Every night I want you to piss in this cup, and that's it.
Or you can be like, what's the dude that owned the Clippers?
Oh,
Donald Sterling.
Just yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, you
Old-
can fuck the black dudes.
Old racist
But
Jew.
I don't even think he was racist. Like, he's just like, you can fuck the black dude, just don't bring him around because you're my girlfriend, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I don't want my rich friends to see that you're like fucking other dudes.
Wasn't
Yeah.
she a hot, like 20-something-year-old Asian
She
chick?
was like an Instagram model, basically.
She was like half black, half Asian or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. He's paying for everything. He had like 4 cars, or she had like 4 cars that he paid for.
That ain't a bad way to live.
I'd be. So I hope these girls are smart because I'd be like, as soon as I got that shit, I'd be selling it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I mean,
not all of them. I'd
you
keep
can't
one
be
of them.
disrespectful. You got to keep the money.
Yeah, when
train
he's like,
going.
"Hey, I want to take the Lambo out for a drive today. Where is it in the garage?"
Sorry, I let my black boyfriend drive it.
Exactly. I let my black boyfriend borrow it. I haven't seen it.
the hood's got your car.
Exactly.
He's out
It's
trapping.
up on blocks.
Yeah.
Fucking the wheels are gone.
He's out trapping right now. By the way, there might be a warrant out for your arrest.
He's out trapping right now, just stunting in the fucking Rari.
Making a music video.
Oh yeah. He doesn't even rap.
Yeah, but like for real though, because like it'd be one thing if you got like a $40,000 car and it was selling, the resale value wouldn't be much, but the resale on like on a Lambo and
They
a
hold
Ferrari,
value.
it holds value. Like you could, after a year, you could sell that thing for over 100 G's,
Yeah.
easy.
And some of them even appreciate it in value. So,
Yeah.
It just depends. Like if you don't put mileage on that shit.
But you know she's fucking grinding the gears on that clutch.
Oh, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
She doesn't know what a clutch is.
She's
She
slapping
thinks it's
the
the fucking
paddles.
thing that she has
Yeah.
under her arm that holds all her fucking cash that she's given.
Dude,
That's it.
I've never driven a super expensive car like that, but one of my friends has, and he's like, dude, you don't understand the power.
Yeah.
He's like, you press a little too hard on the gas around a corner and you're fucking
Oh, you're
fixed on
done.
it.
Yeah, that's why you see all these assholes that buy them and total them 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
For sure. It's like getting a motorcycle. Like
Yeah.
people, if you
Yeah.
don't respect that shit, like right
better
away, you're
respect
gonna
the
fucking
power.
die.
You're dead, yeah.
Real
So,
quick.
Real quick.
You think there were any fucking sugar mamas at the march?
Ooh, at the Women's March?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, I know there was one that was speaking on a lot of shit for a while.
Oh man,
Madonna?
Yeah. She's got, I mean, she would be the ultimate sugar mama.
Is
for
she dating
sure.
anybody right now?
I don't know, but I'm going to send her a message on MySpace.
She's probably fucking everybody. She's just a witch.
Yeah.
Look at her.
She
She-
sucks the soul out of people.
She's evil.
She
Look
got
at her.
Guy Ritchie to make that stupid fucking movie about being lost at sea or whatever.
Guy Ritchie was a cool motherfucker, too.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie. Yeah. come
What
on.
did he do before that movie? He did a lot of, didn't he
Lock,
do
Stock?
Snatch?
Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
He's got a lot of fucking
Those are
films.
my
And
two I can name.
yeah.
I don't know, but
That's
yeah,
all
she-
you need to name.
Yeah, right.
Go beyond
Rock and Rolla,
Yeah.
Layer Cake. There's a bunch
But
of them.
that Women's March, okay, we posted a meme on our Instagram. I forget the exact wording, but it was something like, trying to figure out exactly what rights American women don't have.
Yeah, with all the calculations.
Well, yeah, with all the
Yeah.
calculations, right? And that's kind of the sentiment of people who don't really know what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't understand what they're fighting for. A friend of mine posted a picture that I'll tell you what they said in the comments, and we can talk about that. But a friend of mine posted a picture that said, what do we want? Fundamental human rights. When do we want them? 500 years ago. Okay, dummy, you live in the United States, you're middle fucking class. What fundamental human rights are you fucking talking about?
No, that's valid.
I mean, I'm not trying to degrade your thing, but like, what rights are you talking about? Now, in the comments, the only thing that was repeated over and over and over was the wage gap. They want equal pay and they want abortion rights. Well, I mean, I don't know if we've went and gone into detail on the show, but the wage gap is a complete fucking myth, and no economist will back that shit up.
No, you can look it up. I mean,
Yeah.
there's tons of studies that back that.
And
There's tons.
They said there is a slight wage gap, but it's not anything like worth.
And not only is there a slight wage gap, it's only after the age of 30.
Yeah.
Women actually make more than men up until 30 when you compare apples to apples, and all that shit. And it's like they were arguing about equal pay on there, but it's like 93% I think of all like work related deaths are men, because they're willing to take the dangerous fucking jobs.
They do labor.
Yeah, they do the hard
Manual
labor.
yeah.
And a lot of those labor jobs, like construction jobs, you can make a lot of fucking money. And that's part of this thing is like...
It's also because your back is blown out by the time you're fucking like 40. You can barely even fucking move.
So, like, if you're in a union, you're making like $45 an hour. Like, you're killing it. That's good fucking money.
For sure.
But anyway, if you Google wage gap myth, like, you can find that. You can find all the actual stats.
Basically, the biggest flaw that they had is they took all the average income based on data that wasn't job specific.
Yeah, it was all men, all women, divide by the number.
Exactly.
And there you go. And it's complete bullshit.
Yeah, which if you've ever, just so I can give an example, I looked it up at like San Diego State, for example. It was engineering students, male to female. It was like 70% male to like 30% female. Now, granted, I was an English major and it was mostly female.
Yeah.
Very few males. So when you think about the kind of jobs that you're going to get based on those degrees, now I don't know why there's more women in English and less in engineering. It's just the way that it is. But obviously that's going to lead to less pay as you go out into the world.
Oh, yeah. And the big thing will be like, I saw this too. The patriarchy, because it's the men that finally get the CEO positions. No, those guys, they forewent all that shit of like having kids and all that shit. And all they did was fucking grind. Now, you get that like privilege of having a kid. That's fucking awesome. But like that person, that male or female that makes it to that highest level in like corporate, they're working 80 fucking hours a week. They didn't take 7 years off to have a kid.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not blaming you. That's awesome. But like they didn't do that.
There's been women that have had kids and gone on to be CEOs.
For sure.
So
But those are outliers though, is my point.
But it's also the other fact that you have to think about is that the women in the workforce is still something fairly new on the grand scheme of things. Everything's always going to take a while to sort of progress. Like women in the workforce being managers, that's like fairly recent when you think about everything. Like
on a long timeline.
Yeah, on a long timeline.
Insanely
Yeah.
recent.
On the macro level.
And there's very few CEOs who are going to be in like their 20s or 30s. Obviously, it's going to be people who have been working for 30, 40 years that are going to be in those positions, which means that women there's not as many women working to build up into those positions as CEO.
Right.
So that's why you're not going to have as many. If you look 40 years down the line, eventually it's probably going to even out to a certain
50-50,
extent. Yeah,
pretty much,
having kids or not having kids,
Yeah.
it'll probably be fairly equal.
Yeah. And they were saying, like, well, and that was part of it. And then the abortions rights stuff, like, I'm not pro-abortion, but, like, I'll do whatever the fuck you want. I get that, but, like, you're not making any argument by just going, this whole thing was just kind of goofy.
If they had been smart, what they would have done is obviously with having a Republican House and Senate and president.
They should let men run the march.
No.
They were fucking smart.
There's a meme in here. If men had run the women's march, there's a meme for sure.
Their main focus should have been because, Trump has said that he would do away with, or he would like to punish women who have abortions legally. And obviously Pence is all super religious. So their one thing should have been, don't take away a woman's right to choose. Yeah. They should have just fucking
Stuck with that.
One single fucking, because like I was talking to these guys beforehand, like I would be out in the, if they were taking away abortion, I'd be the first dude out in the streets.
You and 10 million other dudes, because you realize, oh shit.
No,
Wait, please. No, don't do that. No, wait,
Yeah.
whoa.
All of a sudden I have to start using condoms? Like what the fuck?
Boom.
Doesn't even count as sex. What the fuck?
By the way, did you guys see that video? The woman when Trump is getting, they're finally like, what is it called?
Inauguration?
Yeah, but when they're, finally being sworn in.
Swearing him in,
yeah, when he finally gets sworn in, they're like, you knew President Donald J. Trump or whatever. And this woman, she's got her arms up and she's like looking around for a second and she's fake crying. And then as soon as they say Donald J. Trump, she goes, no.
Did you see the video where Trump's looking at his wife and I don't know, no one knows what he says. Like the internet is going nuts over what he says, but she's smiling like, just standing there, and he looks at her, and you see him mouth something, and she just goes like this, like.
Yeah, somebody made.
You have to watch it.
Somebody,
it's insane.
Somebody
it's
made
fucking crazy.
Somebody made a meme of it, and she's like, "But I want to be at the women's march or whatever."
Yeah. It's like her face literally goes from she's glowing to like, oh, he's gonna beat the shit out of me later.
Holy shit. The funniest thing too about that women's march and how the media was covered it though was like they had every year they have this pro-life march where it's like over 1 million people gather in fucking Washington DC and they act like it never happens.
Of course.
And the abortion thing, like half the country doesn't agree. So you can fucking yell and scream all you want, but like not everyone's on your team. You can't just say that's women's rights when half the country doesn't agree, and half those people of that half are women also. You know, like
I don't understand how men wanted to be pro-life or why men would be against.
Well, it's all religious and moral.
Well, yeah,
stuff.
of course.
I mean, if anything, we want to trace it back to one thing: it's religion. 100%.
I can guarantee you, if they knocked up their side chick, they would be the first to fucking ask for an abortion.
But there have been tons of political people in that position.
Oh, I sent a video to Scoop earlier. It was this pastor in where was it? Somewhere in the South. And he got caught fucking somebody's wife in the congregation. and he made this like long 8-minute speech about how the Lord is the one that made him do it.
God is my savior until I fuck up, and then I blame him. He's my scapegoat.
Yeah.
Holy shit! 8 minutes. Was he just rambling?
Yeah, and he was talking, and dude, they were all cheering him on, you know.
No.
You tell it, yeah.
No.
Preach, yeah.
The stupidity of believers and fear is just fucking astounding.
And
That's great.
He's sitting there. He starts saying, "I know you guys. You know, there's a lot of stories going on, and some of you guys wanted to be here to hear what I had to say." And they're like, "Yep. You tell it,
You tell it, Pastor.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe."
Wait, he just said like I heard a message from the Lord and I had to beat them.
The Lord has
Yeah.
said unto me to
Yeah.
have sex with my friend's wife.
Basically, it was this whole like the Lord wanted to test me and like all this kind of shit.
Oh, and he failed.
I'm not saying that he passed or failed.
No, that was the whole thing. Now was the whole trial and error. Is like how he was gonna deal with it.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, I need to become religious, man.
Yeah.
I need to be a pastor.
But dude, they will sit there and they will like religious people will tell like the biggest bold-faced lie in front of everybody and just like be like, yeah, you know, this is it. This is God putting me in a situation. Like, no, you were just horny and you fucked somebody.
Mostly good people, but then there's some. I would more than mostly, overwhelmingly good people. But like
There's a lot of bad apples in that.
A lot of bad, like that
stuff.
dude. Like you are leading everyone wrong. Like what are you doing? Right
Well,
now?
they're just people.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
religious or not.
Yeah, but a lot of them lay claim to not being normal people because they have this profound relationship with God, which is
Yeah.
why they're in the positions they're in. And then people look up to them and believe the bullshit that they spew.
They're just weak people like anybody else.
Yeah.
Like all the fucking
fallible,
all the
yeah.
Catholic priests and
Yeah,
shit like
touching
that.
boys and shit.
It's like
God said
rampant.
touch him.
Yeah, dude, there was like I don't know if you guys watched that movie Spotlight. It was about the journalist that figured out that revealed all the molestation in the
I
system.
watched that in Rome.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that was
How
a good movie.
appropriate.
Yeah. It was in Boston, right?
Yeah, I was in Boston.
Yeah.
After I went to the Vatican City, I saw that movie.
Really?
That's so fitting.
I was
dog.
shaking my head just in disgust.
So they legitimately had like centers that they would send these priests to. It wasn't just molestation of children. It was also like having sex with women.
Yeah.
And the psychologist who was running it was basically like, dude, he's like making these men not allowed to have sex is just turning them into these like complete fucking
Rapists.
deviants and
Yeah.
like complete fuck ups. Like it basically was just saying like religion or not, that they're not holier than any of us. They're just fucking human beings who are going to like you suppress something for so long. It's going to come out in a negative way.
He's losing their fucking minds.
It's going to come out in a load
Yeah.
in a little boy's mouth.
Catch me outside. How about that?
That reminds me of that movie that I was telling you I was watching the other night with Alan Turing, the World War II movie, where they were like back then being gay, being homosexual was considered
yeah.
deviancy, and they treated it with like medicine and shock
Yeah.
therapy,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
ended up
Enigma,
killing
right?
himself. Yeah.
Oh, they were fucking dude. The way they used to treat shit back in the day when women would become depressed, especially after like a miscarriage.
Yeah, postpartum.
Yeah, they would put them in bed rest. So it was like what they called it like melancholy or whatever it was, and they would literally just force them to sleep it off. Like the idea was that you would sleep depression off, which is like the worst thing that you can fucking do if you're
crazy.
depressed. And they would just force them to stay in bed rest until they would basically go like batshit crazy.
There was that story of General Patton after like some of his troops got bombed, like air raided for like weeks, and they were all, you know, PTSD the fuck out. You know, day and night they were getting bombed, right? So they would go back to Walter Reed Hospital, you know, that big VA hospital, and they'd be like shaking in bed, like, dude, just shaking. They lost their shit. They're done, you know? And he would come in there, he was like, get their yellow asses back to the fucking front line. Like, dude, they're not scared, homie. They're broken.
They didn't even know what it was.
They're gone. They're not even here anymore.
They didn't even know what it was back then. They called it shell shock.
Shell shock. Yeah, that's right.
Those fools are broken. They don't send them back to the front line. Like,
fucking kidding me?
They need help.
Getting shelled every night, and then you go home and expect to sleep in your own bed all nice and cozy and not worry about it.
Dude, especially like when you like Kurt Vonnegut, who survived the firebombing in Dresden as a POW.
Yeah.
And dude, he was sitting in a
Wait, who is that? I don't know who that is.
He's a writer.
Okay.
He wrote Slaughterhouse 5, which was kind of about what he experienced. But yeah, dude, like there was like literally like overnight, he was just sitting in this fucking room, essentially in this like bunker, and just hearing bombs go off. And there was like no reason to bomb the city, by the way. Like we've acknowledged at this point, like there's no reason to bomb Dresden, which was where it was. And people were just fucked up from it. Like, and he wrote the entire book was basically about PTSD. Yeah. And like how like the way people like coped with it, because the entire city was burned down. Yeah. He came out of the fucking bunker and there was nothing left.
Well, this ties into the march actually quite well. It's like, no, seriously, we like, yeah, that's great. You're marching in solidarity. You have this intended purpose, but people forget how good we fucking really have it here. I'm not saying that people don't endure hard shit or hard times or difficulties, but look at women in fucking other like Middle Eastern countries where if they fucking look at their husband the wrong way, they fucking kill him or they hack their hand off.
God, I need to move there.
It's good, like this fundamental rights.
Well, we just have the like even like crime rates are down from like 1990, like 70%.
We're not worried about getting shell shocked because we're getting bombed every night,
and
dude.
You know why crime rates are down, right?
Why is that?
Abortion. That's valid. It's one of the legitimate reasons why crime has declined.
Really?
It's if the guys from Freakonomics talk about it.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, I mean. Kind of, but yeah, I mean, it's
Yes,
legit. Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, a lot of the people that are getting the abortions, they're low income because they're not privy to sex ed and things like that, and they're not being responsible because they never were told how to be. So they were having kids and they couldn't get abortions. So West Virginia has one abortion clinic in the entire state. So if you're like 16 years old and you're poor and you get pregnant, you literally can't afford. Nor have the means in any way to go get an abortion.
Travel to
but that's the right thing to do according to religion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you would end up with bitches like the Catch Me Outside. How about that?
How about that?
That's exactly what you end up with.
Yeah. Oh, Amaury? Yeah. Was it Mari?
No, it was Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Good old Dr. Phil. Yeah.
Okay.
He got famous from Oprah, right?
Yeah, he would come on Oprah, but he's not even a fucking doctor.
Yeah, he's like
a historian or some shit. Yeah.
Does he have a doctorate in history?
I think he does have a PhD. Yeah, I think he does have like in like the arts or whatever.
That is some sleight of hand bullshit though, isn't it?
Yeah, like my dad's a PhD, but you wouldn't want him performing surgery on you.
Hey, you wouldn't go to McDonald's for a salad.
Yeah. Oh God.
Shout out to Method.
We love you, buddy. We love you.
But yeah, by the way, if you guys haven't watched this fucking video, it's this with like she's 13 years old. But she looks like she's like a 25-year-old meth head.
I'm going to see what I Googled earlier.
I'll put it in the video right now.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
She's talking about the audience, that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
Catch her outside and she'll go outside and do what she has to do. That's what she's talking about.
Oh, yeah,
This is all, but don't you see that this is all mouth? This is mouth.
Oh,
so you want to take this outside? Because I think they can bring cameras outside.
Really? Because I think I flipped you.
You want to do it again?
Danny, don't get all tough. Please don't. This is not the place and this is not the
sit
time.
down.
Sit down.
All right, then.
Sit down.
Yeah. So she's literally like fighting with her mom in this video, and nobody can understand what the fuck she's saying. And she starts calling everybody in the audience hoes.
This shit's so funny.
Google How, HOWBOWDAH. That's what you Google. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that?
Y'all hoes laughing at me.
Yeah,
but I'm-
y'all hoes laughing at me. Catch me outside. How about that?
HOWBOW space DAH. That's not even English. Go on.
What's funny is I had seen the meme floating around, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking Google
gotta
this
look
thing.
it up.
I
Yeah,
gotta
for
look
sure.
it up. Yeah, and when I found out she was 13, I fucking nearly lost it.
She doesn't look 13.
She does not look fucking 13.
She looks like the girl I was trying to take out.
Yeah. But we need to mention the nails. She's got like the 2-inch fucking acrylics.
Oh,
Who
God.
paid for that? Is she hoeing? Who paid for that?
She just wants to be black
Yeah.
so bad.
so
Yeah.
bad. How about that?
She was pretty much like Cartman when we went on Mario or whatever as like the out of control teenager.
That's an app description. for
Yeah,
sure.
it was the what was it the I do what I want.
Whatever.
Whatever. I do what I want.
I do what I want, whatever. I do what I want.
I love those like Maury, those kids trying to act all tough.
Those are the best.
They used to do the ones where like
They send him to prison or whatever.
Yeah, or they'd send them like to boot camp, and it was like
Yeah.
ex-military dudes like get in their face and get all crazy.
Yeah.
I just remember one. The guy would like, he was like 13-year-old kid or 14, and he'd like push around his mom like on camera, like thought it was funny. Like she come in the room like you need to do whatever, and he'd just like push her against the wall, like move, bitch, get out the way.
This is why abortion needs to be legal.
right?
Yeah,
And then,
absolutely.
Yeah, so then as soon as, the big white dude comes over, the drill sergeant guy is like, stand the fuck, and the kid falls right in line. And the kid, he starts crying there on stage. I'm like, you fucking.
That's anybody who's a bully.
Yeah.
Anybody who's a bully.
Crack like
yeah,
that.
as soon as they get hit in the mouth one time.
I saw one where he was on Scared Straight, and the prison dude was the inmate was like, "Peel my fucking orange, bitch!" And he started peeling the orange, and the guard was like, "Come with me," and the dude was like, "Here's your orange." I don't want that shit. That's just fucking.
Here's your orange.
Here's your orange, sir.
Dude, and they'll legit have them like holding their pockets and shit like that.
Oh, that's so good.
Those original Scared Straights are fucking.
Hell
Yeah, those were
are
good.
funny.
Yeah.
I was shook.
Oh yeah, especially as a kid.
They're so I love just watching the part where they walk in and then they're like the guy's like yelling in their face, like the inmate or whatever, just yelling straight into their fucking face.
The old ones though, they didn't fuck around. I was like,
No.
I will fuck you. I will fuck you in this prison. Like they toned it down
Fish.
a little bit. Yeah.
Remember when he
Fresh
pulled off and
fish.
he ripped off the dude's shirt?
Yeah.
The kid's shirt. He's like, you got a pink Tweety Bird shirt? I will fuck you right now. He had a pink Tweety Bird shirt under his fucking.
And you feel bad too because these kids are like partially retarded.
Poor guy.
Like
man.
legitimately, these kids have like no idea. They're from like the worst neighborhood, or like they never go to school. They don't know
No.
fucking shit. They probably got like an IQ of like 90, slightly above average.
I was gonna say 9.
Yeah,
Poor
you'd be like
kids.
brain dead if you had a 9.
I will fuck you in here.
That was fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna make your girl peel an orange next time she's over here.
Oh shit, yeah. Hold my pocket.
Yeah.
Peel that orange.
Hey baby, your orange is ready. I don't want that shit.
What do he say last show? Well, baby, it's not in the cards.
It's not in the cards,
Baby, it's not in the cards.
Baby, it's not in the cards.
Baby, it's not in the cards.
So I want to hear. We kind of teased this the last show, and it's been what, like it's probably been like 15 shows. Since we
Probably
talked
more than
about
that.
It.
Yeah.
Probably more.
We owe you guys an explanation.
Yeah, we definitely need to, with all the new listeners, we need to
Yeah,
start doing this every
we
couple
owe
of
an
episodes.
explanation for sure.
So that we always do the at the end of the show, but that came from a story that Dom was telling about a kid that was it basketball or football.
No, it was just a handicapped kid.
Mentally or physically?
Both.
Oh man,
Oh
poor guy.
man.
And I forgot his real name, but when you try to talk to him, like, hey, say what's up, he'd be just. So
Like Timmy.
So we just started calling him E-Man.
So in other words, every show we do is an homage to E.
Basically,
We're basically
yeah.
saluting him.
It's a shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So you never heard him say one other word?
Not
other than
really,
E?
man.
Yeah, I will say we're just trying to emulate you, and we do it horribly. Because when I hear you do it by yourself, it's spot on. It's perfect.
You can see how he looks up and
Yeah,
he draws
he
from
gets
memory.
in character.
By
He
the way,
gets in character.
I've seen a picture of E-Man.
Have you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dom sent a yearbook photo.
The yearbook photo of E-Man.
Man.
We need to
I gotta
include
say, I
that.
pictured him as a black kid. He's white.
No shit.
Really?
White kid, yeah.
That's kind of racist of me to assume that Dom
No,
only knows
I thought he was a black kid too for some reason.
I had Cuba Gooding Jr.
I'm not saying you didn't have white
from
friends.
fucking radio.
Yeah, I just in my
Yeah.
head I had radio in my head.
That's a good call.
Never go full retard.
never go full retard.
That's a prime example. Never go full retard radio.
Poor E, man.
But that's how it is in high school. I remember we had a bunch of retards hanging around the football team.
Why you gotta keep saying retards?
Because I'm saying it. What?
Poor
Is
guys.
this PC channel now? What the fuck?
It is.
Yeah.
Physically handicapped.
I'm
Am
offended.
I Billy Bush? Am I fired now?
He said he was gonna grab a retard by the
Yeah.
pussy.
But that's one thing you'll never see is retard porn.
No, of course
it
not.
probably exists, really.
But like on the underground.
Didn't they
black
have
web.
like didn't Howard Stern have one of like the retards that would come on the show end up fucking a porn star?
Yeah,
in a contest?
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Oh, Beetlejuice isn't retarded.
I
though.
think O and A used to do that too, though. They'd have a big A or some shit, and he was really slow, but he'd come on and they'd like let him fuck.
Pornhub.com, retard porn videos.
But like they gotta be
Jeez.
real.
I'm
I'm
talking
talking about like I want to see one that's like a vegetable.
You're on camera there.
Huh?
Take it easy.
Yeah.
You're on the camera.
I know.
Oh, he's like, look at the retard.
No, I'm not showing it. I haven't even clicked on it, asshole.
Look at this mongoloid.
Holy shit. Look at this troglodyte.
What they used to say, mongoloid idiot. That was like the
Mongoloid, yeah.
name. Yeah, I think the full thing was mongoloid idiot though.
What was because idiot used to be the actual word they would use.
Yeah. And now we just throw that shit around
Yeah.
like willy nilly.
Yeah, retard, of course.
It
No,
does.
and
It
idiot.
does exist. Does exist.
Wow, dude. But they
They
look,
don't look full. They don't look no full retard.
It's more
They,
like
they
it's,
might be some
it's
dumbass motherfuckers, but they don't look no full retard.
it's like Forrest Gump fucking Jenny, not fucking.
I think most of the videos are
it's
probably.
not I am Sam.
Yeah, it's probably. The videos are probably like girl gets fucked until she's retarded, like those videos.
Dude, one of my there's a neighborhood retard, and
Oh, the good old NR.
and some of my friends, so he lived like down the street, and some of my friends would do like some super fucked up shit.
So kids are so
here
fucking
we
mean.
go.
Yeah, and there was a house that was empty because somebody had moved out.
Oh, here we go.
And
Strap
so
in.
They were in like the backyard, and like they like told him. So I guess the two dudes, my friends, they were actually a couple years older than me, my brother's friends, and they would go in the backyard to beat off because you're like in like middle school.
This is not commonplace.
not like with each other, but they would use the backyard.
Oh, you know, we went in the backyard and jerked off like we do every Thursday.
So not like with each other, like they would like you would use the backyard.
No, I know what you're
yeah.
saying. It's still odd.
It's still awkward.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like you don't have a place to go. Your parents are
I
always
get
home.
it. I've
like,
jerked
whatever.
off everywhere.
Go to the
but-
bathroom.
Yeah.
You fucking shower. The backyard is the beat off spot, so old man fucking winners can watch from across
There's
the
just a
street.
huge patch of dead grass.
So they told this neighborhood retard to
Oh,
use like to
man.
use the backyard to beat off. And so he does, and then the neighbor just so happens to like look over the fence, and he's like, "Torn, what are you doing over there?"
Oh, they set him up.
It's fucked up.
I picture the neighbor being like the guy from or fucking
Home Improvement. Yeah,
yeah.
he pops with Al. No, wait, what was
I thought I was gonna say Al, but it's not.
Wilson.
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 yeah.
Yeah, he pops his head over.
Wilson.
I legit like we went to a restaurant to go out to dinner, and we sat down at the table when we looked in the kitchen, and he was like in there working in the kitchen. He was like throwing trash and
The guy?
Yeah, the retard.
Oh, stop saying that. God damn. Fucking crap. I can see the comments now.
And we legit we were like, wait, this guy's handling our food.
Oh, yeah. You guys set him up. He probably jerks off at the fucking restaurant. You guys normalize that for him.
He probably works for the elite
I didn't normalize it.
Oh, he's the guy. He's the
at
security
the
guard.
For
at
sure.
the charger gate.
Just like in his pocket, sideways.
That fucking
They
guy.
do have jerk off problems.
Oh, man.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, just Google Chargers jerking off security guards,
It's
something to that effect.
the only time San Diego's ever in the news is something goes
Something
poorly.
bad. Yeah,
something
it's like Florida. We're like Florida. Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. We're no different.
You had the dude jerking off on the corner, and then we had the firework display that went off all at once.
Coney.
Coney,
The Coney guy,
Coney
yeah.
guy,
Coney,
yeah.
yeah.
He lost his mind because he was a liar.
What happened to that dude?
He was a pray away the gay guy.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He's back with his family, fucking women, and not gay anymore. I guess I don't know.
Who the fuck knows?
But yeah,
His mantra was pray away the gay.
no, he was gay, and then he did one of those camps where you pray away the gay.
Oh my gosh.
And he was straight, and he had a family and kids, and he was doing the whole Coney thing. And
He's still sucking cock
well,
like
that's
nobody's
so they
business.
said he was out in Hillcrest, like fucking dudes left and right, like
Yeah, he's on
partying.
Grindr every
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Of course, and then but he was in PB. He was it was right around the corner from where I used
Yeah.
to live.
That's insane.
I love when TMZ popped up and somebody showed me the video. I was in Scottsdale and I was like, wait, that's San Diego? I was like, oh shit, that's like a block away from my house.
Coney, why you know here?
Yeah, like,
Are there any stats on that fucking pray away the gay shit? There's no way that shit works.
people commit suicide because of it.
It's so ridiculous.
I didn't even know it existed until you just mentioned it.
That was the whole South Park episode, the Accountability Buddies. It was dude, these kids go to these camps, men as well, fully grown people, and they end up killing themselves.
Pray away the gay.
Yeah.
It's got to have a 0% success rate.
Zero. You can't pray that shit away. You
No.
gotta go suck dicks.
Yeah. You look at a dick or you look at a vagina and you're attracted to one or the other.
Could you imagine somebody telling you that you're not supposed to fuck women, you can only fuck men? And like,
I kill myself too. Fuck, dude.
Because every single time you saw a pussy, you'd be like guilted into like, why do I feel this way?
And you just
why
gotta,
am I attracted to it?
I feel guilted anyway. I just gotta eat it.
Yeah.
Every time I see one, I just
Lick the butthole. Fuck.
Just pick her up like a fucking bowling ball.
I gotta eat this. It looks infected. I gotta eat this.
Blueberry waffles.
Blueberry waffles. I gotta eat this.
I'm gonna go give me some of those for dinner right now.
Jeez.
So shall we pay homage to Evan?
I
and
think
get the
we
fuck
shall.
outta here?
I think we should.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the support, guys. We're gonna keep posting these twice a week. That's the goal. Twice a week if we can get it going.
We can do it.
I think we can do it. And one of us might be gone every once in a while because we got shit to do.
Life.
I don't think I could ever be gone.
All right.
Could I?
I mean, you could be.
We just were in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
He just left the country.
I know.
He's like, I don't think I could.
I just got back 3 days ago. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
We should just replace you with another black guy and see if anybody notices.
Get the crying Jordan cut out.
Yeah.
We'll get Akon.
Yeah, we'll get Akon over here.
I forgot. Man, you look like Akon.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Akon and Lonely Island.
All right.
A 1. And a 2. And a 3.
Raindrop. Yeah, that way. Bad and bougie. Raindrops. Drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot box.